You're listening to Weekend Game Plan, brought to you by Mark Azerzer and Hagai Brenner with Vantage Realty. For residential, commercial, and revenue property expertise and results, call or text 514-772-0771.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
Welcome back. Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690. We're here till the top of the hour. You know, I just realized we always play this song for Mark Lidbetter because he's a very jovial guy, right? Happy. But the song actually starts with, it might seem crazy what I'm about to say. So I don't know if that's derogatory, but hey, let's get to it anyway.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper's sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports@thesuburban.com is the email address if you want to reach Mark. We're just ahead of Habs breakfast in a few short minutes, so don't go anywhere. Joe Yurden will join us for that. Mark, let us start on the pitch.
Yes, and I've been a referee so long, I just might be crazy. So
There you go.
never know. It took a well-played shot to be the deciding factor in a 1-0 win for the U10 boys Lakeshore Black squad over the LaSalle Rapids last Saturday afternoon at Beaconsfield Shannon Park. Now, the first half tally by Michael D'Amico stood the test of time to be the game winner, and D'Amico stroked a ground-hugging shot from about 20 yards out that eluded the outstretched lunge by LaSalle keeper Matvey Massol in the fourth minute of play. Lakeshore did have several challenges through the balance of the opening half, but Nassau was equal to those challenges. And following the break, LaSalle came out at Lakeshore with more jump in their game, looking to pot the equalizer. And Silas Flores and Isaac Noam Conan were making their presence felt, but the tying tally eluded the visitors. Now, LaSalle's best opportunity came in the 33rd minute when Lakeshore keeper Leo Probsfeld had to react quickly to get his foot on a hot shot from a Rapids attacker, and he directed the ball away from the danger to maintain the clean sheet. It was a good game, and the uniforms looked like Italy against England before that game even happened.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Elsewhere on the diamond this time.
Well, the Lac St. Louis Blue Tigers made a successful comeback bid in both ends of a Sunday doubleheader against Laval Associé and 18U play of the League Baseball Intercity Metropolitan at Beaconsfield to Beacon Hill Park. But it was the rally in the opener that was really impressive because the Tigers fought back from a 7-0 deficit that Laval had built through the opening 6 innings. With 8 runs in their final 2 at-bats, Lac St. Louis took the 8-7 victory. Now, Henrique Vasquez opened the scoring for Laval in the top of the second, making it 1-0. Then he scored again in the third along with Maxime Provencher and Guillaume Goudard to give the visitors a 4-run cushion. Laval added 2 more runs in the fifth and 1 in the sixth to close out their offensive ledger. But then in the bottom of the sixth, Lac St. Louis pushed 4 runs across the plate to make it a 7-4 score. Xander Bommersbach had the shutout buster, and Matt LaFortune doubled in a pair. Now, down to their final out in the bottom of the seventh, the Tigers staged a 2-out rally on 2 walks, an error, and a pair of hits. Gian Barafato touched home with the game-winning run. And then in the second game, though, Lac St. Louis didn't have as big a hole to dig out of as they rallied from a 3-0 deficit to take a 9-3 doubleheader sweep. So that was it was some good ball. It's nice to be out and about and we'll see this stuff.
Yeah, it's just the beginning, All right, Mark, and finally, on to the ice.
Yeah, and this is looking like things getting back to normal as the Quebec women's U18 team camp ran for 4 days this past week at the Esatis Sports Complex in St. Hyacinthe, with Carolyn Willette, the head coach, scouting candidates for her team. The players participated in on- and off-ice activities to improve their technical skills, physical performance, and mental preparation. And now these players will enter the selection process for the final roster of the Quebec U18 team that's going to compete in the national championships. Now at the camp, the Lac St. Louis Warriors U18 AAA team was well represented with goalie Jennifer Lordy from Saint Laurent, blue liners Madison D'Souza of TMR, Noemi Rive of Verdun, Dorval Sidney Ullman, and Point Claire's Clara May Van Hoot Cachero, plus Warrior forwards Toby Graham from West Mountain, TMR's Leah Salem, rounding out the LAC contingent. Now, you also had forward Sienna D'Alessandro of Point Claire taking part, and she's a member of the Bantam AAA Lac St. Louis South Lines. What was unusual, though, is the Ontario Hockey Academy was represented, but was a pair of local players, as Vaudreuil Dorian Kristen Kagan, who plays defense, and forward Mika Lecavalier out of St. Lazare, both attend the Ontario Hockey Academy. So it's looking good. These camps are all cropping up. Sports is going, and we're having a good time.
It's great. It's great. Sports@thesuburban.com if you want to reach Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper. All right. Hour number 2 coming up here on Weekend Game Plan. It's time for Habs Breakfast. Joe Yerdon will join us live from Buffalo, where the Jack Eichel rumors are on overdrive. His take on who the Canadiens could lose in the expansion draft and much more. Stay tuned. It's Weekend Game Plan.